Hi, my name is Jansen Kananen. I'm the Ergonomic and Injury Prevention Specialist for UC Riverside. I'm here to talk about ergonomics. It's a very popular word the past few years, meaning that we need to fit the workstation to you. We've got Ed here as our model, having a pretty good posture for a workstation. I'm saying that sarcastically. But first, before we adjust Ed, we're gonna go over the chair, okay? A lot of us see this chair as just being just the chair itself without any adjustments, but we've got the steel quesadilla. This chair is able to adjust forward and backwards with the seat slider, just like this, okay? The way to adjust it is you would need about 2 to 3 inches of space between the back of your knee and the front of the chair, so you could get that evenly distributed weight between your feet, your knees, and your hips and your back. We've got 3-dimensional arms that move sideways and into your body, so you want to be flushed. When you type, you want to be at neutral position for your wrists, elbows at 90 degrees, and these actually move up and down, just like this. And if you're not sure how to adjust the armrest, make sure to measure it to belly button height, so that's where it usually sits, where your elbow hits at a 90-degree angle. And on this side, we do have a seat lumbar adjustment. It helps you adjust the firmness of the seat. To be ergonomically correct, you want to be upright at almost about 90 degrees. So you want this very firm. So you would move that knob up forward, and to soften it out, you want it backwards, okay? This knob here is just the up and down position, which is a height adjustment. And this is just a locked position, just in case you want to lean back and just relax and stretch for a little bit, okay? So this is the steel quesadilla. So this is the standard UC chair that we usually get for our offices. Now we're gonna take a look at Ed, who looks good, but posture-wise, satisfactory, okay? So we wanna adjust Ed to the proper ergonomic positioning of the chair and also the desk. So we'll start off with the chair. We will need him to actually raise his seat higher, okay? As you notice, his hips are higher than his knees are higher than his hips. And he needs about 2 to 3 inches of space between the back of his knee and the front of the chair. His elbow at 90 degrees, okay, and his back flushed and leaning towards the back of the chair, okay? So the chair is slightly loose, so he could turn that knob on the right-hand side to tighten it a bit. So it'll place him in a more upright position. Okay. And also, this is an added feature of this chair. He actually has another lumbar support right here that allows you to increase pressure either towards your middle or lower back area. Okay, so now his elbow is almost 90 degrees. Now we need to adjust the desk. So we need it to be almost the same height as the keyboard. So we'll lower the desk. And again, if you don't remember, try belly button height. It's where your elbow sits at 90 degrees, okay? Having the keyboard close to him as much as possible to prevent him from reaching, triggering those shoulder muscles. And we want the mouse closer to his body, okay? So ideally you want him at this angle, his feet are flat on the floor, hips and knees at 90 degrees, back leaning towards on the chair, and wrists straight, okay? Now with the monitors, you want this to be slightly lower, where his eye level should be the same as the top of the screen, okay? This will allow him to actually look down at the screen versus up. So when you extend your neck, so let's go ahead and show them neck extension when the screen's up. It causes compression of your spine, you increase your proneness to getting headaches and eye strain. So we don't want that, so we wanna lower the screen, lower it slightly with an upward tilt, just like this. Okay, so your eyesight's clear when you're actually looking down at the screen versus up. How's that feel, Ed?
Feels good.
Feels good?
Yeah.
Okay, so now if you are lucky enough to have a standing desk, so let's raise this up. So again, you want to raise the desk up to about either belly button height, or you could stand next to your desk and figure out where your elbow hits at 90 degrees, and that's where you would raise it. That's the easiest way to remember. And I've had actually employees mark it on the wall so they know where to stop it. Or if you're lucky enough to have a desk like this, you can check out your height measurement and place it on a memory number. So Ed now is standing. He's standing here typing for hours at a time. Now he's feeling some discomfort on his back. So what we recommend is you shift your weight from side to side, okay? Just to relieve pressure to one spot of your lower back, okay? Or if you do have like a step stool or a footrest, you can actually tap it slightly, place a little weight, and shift from side to side too, okay? Or if you do need something to relieve that extreme back pain, you could add on a anti-fatigue mat just like this. You can place it down and it will relieve the pressure off his back. Okay, and another solution would just be wearing comfortable shoes. Okay, so these are just the tips for a good working ergonomic station in sitting and standing. But let's say if you're experiencing the top 3 common injuries of pain while working and typing. Okay, let's go ahead and have a seat again, Ed. Let me take this out. Okay, let's start off with carpal tunnel. It's very common. What am I doing that's causing this type of symptoms? Okay, so it's either your desk is too high or too low and your wrist is an extension and you're actually deviating, okay? So to prevent that, we try to align, again, the keyboard at almost belly button height. Go a little lower. Okay, and we could add on a keyboard pad or a mouse pad to keep that wrist in a more neutral position, okay? It's either neutral position for your wrists or a negative tilt. If you do have that keyboard tray, you can actually adjust it to a -8 tilt. So this is the solution for carpal tunnel, just in case you do experience wrist pain. If you do have de Quervain's, the thumb type of issue, you want your wrists in a more neutral position, or I would call the handshake position. So we would get a mouse similar to this, a vertical mouse, and have you use your mouse in this direction versus deviating and extension, okay? And another discomfort that we experience is sciatica. So sciatica is usually caused by having your chair too high. So we'll have Ed show you having his chair at a certain height that's too high for his height. So what it does is it compresses the back of your leg, your sciatic nerve, and the pain just shoots down to your leg, okay? The way to fix that would be lowering the chair, making sure your hips and knees at 90 degrees, causing your weight to be evenly distributed with your body, okay? And also, the way to get sciatica is when you tend to cross your legs. So if you cross your legs, just imagine that extra weight being placed to the back of your opposite leg here. That can also cause sciatic issues, okay? So if your chair is too high and you need your chair really high, add a footrest to relieve the pressure, okay? Or just try to align your chair as much as possible to that 90-degree angle with hips and knees. And the third most common type of injury that you experience in an ergonomic station is neck issues. So neck issues can occur in different ways. It could either be your screen is way too high, just like this, your neck is extended. So again, when you do extend your neck, you do compress your spine, and you're more prone to headaches and eye strain. So your neck is in a more relaxed position when you're looking down at the screen. Again, your eyesight's a lot clearer when you're looking down. And you notice the distance of the screen. He's more than an arm's length away. You should be able to touch the power button when you have your screen right in front of you. Try to get it close to you as much as possible, along with the keyboard and the mouse, to keep you in that 90-degree angle. And also, I know you get tired at the end of the day. You tend to scoot your chair back. Your screen, it's a lot push back a little bit more too. So your neck is tired and it's going to be dropping down little by little. So try to correct that, especially at the end of your shift, making sure everything's aligned correctly. Ideally, you want your ear to be aligned with this crease of your shirt, okay? and your neck is in a more relaxed position looking down at the screen, okay? So right now, we talked about ergonomics for carpal tunnel, sciatica, and neck pain. Here are a few stretches that you can actually do to help prevent these issues, okay? So for carpal tunnel, we try to use the median nerve glide, which you can start off with a closed fist, okay? You can extend out your fingers, okay? Then the thumb, then extend your wrist, then turn your hand up or supinate, then extend, okay? So again, close your fist, extend your fingers, thumb out, extend, then bring your arm straight and forward. Those are a couple of an exercise that you can do for carpal tunnel. And for sciatic issues, you can cross your legs over the opposite knee, okay? You can push down slightly on your knee and lean forward to give you that sciatic stretch, and hold for a couple seconds, okay? Then switch off to the other side too. Again, if you like to cross your legs, if your seat is way too high, this will be a perfect stretch for you. You're sitting at a desk top that's more than 34 inches and you have a high chair that causes sciatic issues as well. So be aware, maybe you can do these stretches in every break or every couple hours during your shift. And the last exercise we would like to cover and recommend for neck issues is just the basic. You can sit back in your chair and just tuck your neck inwards, almost like you're trying to intentionally create a double chin for yourself. Hold it for 5 seconds, then relax, okay? That's a great job by Ed. So we went over ergonomics for your workstation, how to adjust a chair, adjust your desk, and a couple of stretching exercises that you can also help relieve these types of discomfort. So apply these to your everyday needs. Try to live a healthier and more ergonomic lifestyle, and hopefully you'll be pain-free at work. So take care. Thank you very much.